Good afternoon, Internet. I'm your host, HazelPlace89. Welcome to Skylines 2. We're in Blackshire again today. And what I want to do is over in this area, beautiful little beach area, what we're going to do is we're going to build a port. Yeah. I feel like it would be a fun build. So we're going to do that. We're going to go to this view. We're at the very edge of the map boundary, which is totally fine. But what we're going to do is we're going to level out our terrain first. We're just going to go ahead and dive right in. Here we go. Let's get our size up just to here. All right. Right click our height that we want. And we're just going to do this. So I hope everyone's having a good day. I'll be honest. This is like the third time that I've recorded this episode. With various flavors of what we're doing and stuff. Yeah. After thinking about it, after taking a couple days to think, I've decided that it would be fun to just build a port, and that's what we're going to do. Have an industry port. I think that'll be a great time. So, with all that said, let us find our ports. So we have water here. We have a harbor and a cargo harbor, but we need to unlock it with progression. So, let's do that. Let's do water. Unlock. Let's also unlock trams. So this is our 37th episode of Blackshire, I believe. Let's drop you down. We're gonna drop the sea level down a little bit too. So let's put that about to 100. Yeah. Right click here and just flatten all of that like so. And then we will come back after we get that and fix it and make it pretty. So yeah, we are kind of coming to the end of the series. But we still have plenty of stuff that we can do, that we can play with. So what I want to do is I kind of want both the harbor and the cargo harbor. So what I think I like the idea of doing is we're going to build, let's go grab our level terrain tool once again, and we're just going to draw this flat section all the way back like this. Yeah. So we'll have like a little inlet for one harbor, and I think it'll be a good time. Then what we'll need to do is get water in here. So let's speed the game up. We'll just keep it at 3 for now. And hopefully, yeah, it's beautiful. It's coming in. So let's grab our harbor and see how large it is. Yeah, it's pretty much the height that I'd like. So I think what we'll actually do is put the cargo harbor here in this little, yeah, beautiful. So let's take a look and see what we can do. Let's grab a 4-lane, and I want to, let's go about 100 units. Yes, like so. And then we can grab a 90-degree angle, like so. Actually, let's keep this here for now. And I wonder if we have the opportunity to, we're gonna have to slide our road back, I think. Let's just turn off everything. And I want it to be here. Yeah, that's good. So now what we'll do, let's grab our 4-lane road again, kind of come up directly. Alternatively, we could use a 2-lane road. And I think a 2-lane road would probably be a little better. So let's go ahead and try that. Let's get our guidelines turned off. We're just gonna do that for now. All right. What we're gonna need to do though is we're gonna need to turn this off because we do not have power or water. And so we'll make an interchange probably right about here to connect all these areas up. But we'll not do that just yet. What I think I'll do, let's kind of follow this angle here. A little something like this. Yeah, a little something like this, and we'll come back and just flatten the land out as we need. Something right here, like so. And we're gonna take our area at the bottom and just do something like this. Now what we need to do is I'm gonna come through with our soften tool, up the brush size a little bit, and we're going to just smooth that out just for now. And I think what we'll do, perhaps we could have a road here and have a road here. Let's just connect these through like so. Beautiful. And then get a little closer to this wall. Basically what I'm trying to do is make a key wall. And so what we'll have to do for that is I'm going to build our roads and then push the soil up to where it needs to be. Yeah, like so. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to our road tools again. Sorry about that. Let's do a key wall and our upgrade. Oop. I did that on the wrong side. So we'll need to undo that and click it, and then we'll choose this one. There we go. So basically I've got some road tools that allow me to change it, because some of the road tools, old version, didn't quite work the way that it ought to have. All right, so there's that, and let's see about getting the normal harbor. And perhaps we could do. We'll probably need to actually set this as. Let's remove these for now, and we'll have to readjust those after a while. Well, let's put you. Actually, I think it would probably be better to have it on this angle here, or you know, it'll be fine. Let's put it on this little portion. So I think what we'll do that. Yeah, beautiful. So what we'll do, similar situation, grab our 2-lane road, but we're gonna make sure that there's not any keys or any funkiness going on. What is this? Ooh, it's a whole, okay, delightful. All right, so here's what we'll do. We'll connect you here, delete the little nub, and just kind of make our connections this way, like so. Yeah, and so now what we'll do, like I said, we'll have the keys. We'll upgrade. That is the wrong direction. Oop. Not quite. So yeah, I hope everyone's having a good day. Like I said, this episode's been a doozy, having to start and restart. But I'm pretty sure that we're gonna have a good time with the port region over here. So yeah, and then what we'll do to kind of just end the key, get a normal road like so, and just do that, and then we'll grab a freeform tool and just kind of curl off that way. Oh, hey there. Let's actually bring that back. We could build something fun on this little peninsula sort of right there. So now what we'll do, we're going to need to grab our level terrain tool once again. We're going to grab the bottom height right here, and we're just going to ever so slightly push this back. I want to choose a smaller brush size. Like so. And then we'll need to kind of taper it off back right here, but we'll figure that out in a minute. I'm going to push you back just a hair. And then I think I might bring this as well a little bit like so. But we'll figure that out after a while. Yeah. Just coming through, and we're going to get this done. And I'm going to time-lapseify this, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we have that, which is nice. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come through here, and we're going to make some spaces. Let's actually remove you because it's not perfectly straight like I want it to be. There we go, that's better. So let's take the key off. So, there we are. What we're going to do now is, because we don't have a ton of space over here to really build anything meaningful. And that sounds really terrible, but what I want to do, let's bring on a path, or a road rather, straight here. And then we'll get one. I think it would be kind of nice to have one there, but it's not going to fit central. So what we'll do instead, let's figure out what this distance is. And that'll be, let's say 29. We'll go this way and do 29. And just connect that up there. And so what this will be like yards for the port. So you know how we have that wonderful area over by our train station, where we have a yard and we have various, basically it's a container port. It's kind of the same situation. But what I'm going to do is we're going to have just little through roads here, so hopefully get some use out of it. And I think it'll kind of bring a nice look for that whenever we decide to detail. They'll kind of mirror some of these, and I think that'll be okay. So, we have the container port, and then we have the harbor. Now, our harbor, it says lack of high skill labor, and we can take care of that as we need to. But what we're going to do, this is our 4-lane road, right? So we're going to, let's take this 4-lane here, and I'm going to take that off. I want it to snap as best as it can with our anchor angle of 180 degrees. You can see on the left there. We're going to just make it happen, Captain. So what I want is I want to centralize this as best I can. What we could do, how many is this? We could make like a fun entry. Let's do 14. So we're gonna do, let's go about 7. Yeah, 7. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make an port entrance just to have something fun to look at, and I think that'll be fun. So we're gonna make sure that we go 7 and 7. All right. Let's upgrade you like this, And then what we'll do is grab, let's go as central as we can. Best we can. And I think this isn't going to work. Hold on. So I want, like I said, I want to make this area central, but I don't think it'll be central, so never mind. What we can do is probably just get like a nice road through. Like so. Alternatively, you know, we can figure this out. We're not going to give up. However, I do need to be mindful of my time in real life because we have other engagements that we need to attend to. So let's do this, and then I think what we'll end up doing is on our detailing time-lapse situation, we're going to worry about some of the finer things. But I do want to get, I want to make this attractive. So we're going to just have some grass down here. And then I think what we'll do is we'll just have just some trees. Kind of welcome visitors into this area. And honestly, I think a 4-lane road would probably be a better shout down here. But let's take a look and see what that could look like. I want to kind of keep this central here, so we're going to turn off, I think that one. No, we want that one turned on, but we want to turn off that. So we will just do that. We'll break the zoning there, and that's totally fine. It is what it is. So let's figure this out. We can turn off existing geometry. I want to get to the very tip of the road here. I think it's this one I need to turn off. Yeah. All right. So we're going to just make sure our anchor holds at 180 down there. Do this. And what we're going to do is I'm going to have a nice, wholesome roundabout here. I think since it's a port area, I think it would make sense to have some of the concrete roundabouts. And realistically, I think we could get by with medium one is there as well. So we have that. We have keys coming off, and I'm going to fill some of these spaces in with industry around the area as we do that. And I think it'll look good. I think it'll be a good time. So I'm going to go ahead now, and we're going to have some road fun. I think I like the idea of having a couple of, let's draw this out here. Let's go about, make sure our anchor sticks at 180. And we can't get the road there, but that's totally fine. So let's do this. We have, let's go 14, and we're gonna go I think we'll go 14, and then we're gonna just bring this all the way back. Let's go about here. And that was 34 units that we want to get, and then we will just cross over, and that'll be fine. And I think I like the idea of maybe having a fun shape here. Let's see if we can't get a nice 135-degree angle there on that. At the top, and beautiful. Perfect. So I'm going to get a district made at some point. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and paint this district out so I don't forget. We'll just go through our roundabouts for now. And we're going to call this new district. Oop, caps lock is on. Portsburg. Yeah, Portsburg. So many garbage problems, friends. But you know, it's fine. And then what I want to do is we're gonna kind of just out here, we're gonna have just some fun uses for different things. I think it'll be fine. So let's do you here. All right. Now our 4-lane road, I think, let's go ahead and we're going to just draw a nice straight line to about right here. And then we're going to have a nice sweeping curve. Let's say something like this. Yeah, that'll be good. And that'll be where we have one entry into this area. And then I think what we'll do is something similar over here. We're going to have you coming over this way. And then we're going to have another entry somewhere over here. Alternatively, what we could do, let's kind of do a similar thing wherein we sweep our curvature of our road. Make sure the anchor holds at 180. Something like this. And we can repurpose this trumpet to service both areas. And I think that'll be a good time. It'll be quite simple to do, really, since they're both basically local roads or avenues. We can make that work. But what we do want to do is we're going to just straight line this bad boy all the way out, cut off the excess, and that'll be an area or an entryway into this area that we've got. And I'm going to just come out here. We're going to lay out some road frames. We're going to make sure our anchor at the bottom is 90. And it is, which is delightful. And now we just have a big old square that we can play with. And I like that. I think I like the idea of maybe having a small roundabout in the center there. Yeah. It's going to be quite unique area, I think, with roundabouts and fun and such. Yeah, and I think it'll be a good time. I want the port area especially to be very inviting. So we're going to just go 14 like so. I'm just going to go up like this. We could maybe have some density in this little area right here. Maybe have some residents of Portsburg. Yeah, and I think that'll be fun. Just some high density uses. So what I'm gonna do right on this big area here. Realistically, what we need to do is worry about getting connectivity over here. So what I think we're going to do is I'm going to go through. Now that we have this kind of area laid out, let's actually come through, and I want to just get an idea of kind of what we're going to be doing out here. I like the idea of maybe having some interesting grids. Now you may be asking yourself, Hazel Place 89, how do you make an interesting grid? And I'll tell you, with extreme care. No, I think what we'll do is we'll have just some kind of neighborhoods out here. Similar to Kennington, especially maybe this right here. But we'll have that over this way. But also, we probably need to build a campus. So, for education, if we look at our education, it is terrible because I have not been paying attention to this, and I should have. Honestly, should have. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through and we're gonna have a time lapse of some interchange rebuilds. We're gonna have a time lapse of some other things, detailing and such, and it'll be a good time. But before we get to that, I do want to go through and make some of these connections just so we can have some road frames laid out. Something like this. And I'm not gonna be too specific with the roads because they're all local roads, and for the most part they will be local, you know, not many uses on them, just mostly residential. But around kind of the big things around our ports, we'll have, say, commercial, maybe some offices. Maybe this could be where we have our secondary downtown area. But I do know that I want to have trains at some point running through here. But like you saw a while ago, we unlocked, I think, trams as well. So that'll be a good time. You know what? I don't mind that. I don't mind that little angle there. I think that's a good time. So we'll just kind of, we'll work with that, you know? Just have some fun. Have some fun with the impromptu zoning. Stuff like this, you know? Doesn't always have to be perfect. That's one thing that I'm learning with City Skylines 2 especially, is how to make things interesting and fun to look at. And it's been a struggle, but, you know, we're all learning. And I can appreciate that. So yeah, there's that. And I think what we'll do is we'll have this area be... Let's kind of round these corners off here. Connect you there. And we'll just come out like this. And this will be like our services area. So like high school, elementary school, police station and whatnot. And then over here, this can be kind of like a higher density use. But what I think kind of like the idea of doing... Let's go ahead. We're going to just expand you. Just for now. Just for now. We're going to just do a little bit of this. Let's actually take you out a little more. Oh, this almost like I planned it, but I didn't. So let's do that. We're going to grab simple curve. And we're going to do that. So now we have connectivity. And it looks cool. So what I'm trying to do, and what I really want to do for the next series in City Skylines 2 is become more comfortable taking risks. Be more comfortable doing things like this. Because the easy thing is the grid. And it's very useful. But what I think we can do is do better. And that's... That's kind of what I would like to do. So let's place some multi-purpose parks. Turn on all of our snappings. And I'm going to place 2 of them, actually. So as soon as you're off the ferries, harbors, you'll see, you'll come through right here. You'll see off in the distance, or you'll come off. You're flanked by these beautiful parks, and you'll see off in the distance Blackshire. Oh, that's really pretty. I like that. I'm gonna take a screenshot. And so, you know, we just have a great direction, and I want to get there. But with all that said, I'm going to take a moment now to zone in, to adjust some of this kind of thing. Think about detailing up this area, getting some industry in. And I will be back with you all momentarily. All right, welcome back after that fun little time lapse. That was a big one. So basically what I've done is I've come in and just zoned everything right over here with the beachfront housing, waterfront housing, and I wanted to get a kind of a eclectic variety of fun uses out here on the front on the water, and I think it turned out pretty well. What I'd like to do, get some parking, but I think we're gonna save that because the episode's kind of long at this point. We added just some basic detailing. I know that was kind of a weird time lapse, but you know, I'm really pleased with the way that this looks. Just having those the concrete surface and the containers stacked up like this just brings this area to life. Kind of a nice expansion. I'm a huge fan of that particular aesthetic. We got the warehouse in as well. We could add more of those if we need to. We have our harbor. We have lines going all over, so they're being used. So that's fun. And yeah, we connected up our highways, and we have water and power over here with this trumpet interchange. We adjusted this to have this little dumbbell style interchange as well. Hopefully that won't be too terrible. Hopefully it won't get too busy. But yeah, what I'll probably do is I want to come back through and have a super detailing time lapse. Let's put that there. Okay, I want to have a super detailing time lapse before we end the series. So I think we've got another couple episodes of Blackshire in us. I'll probably go to 40. But you know, with all that said, friends, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today on this wonderful episode of Blackshire. Thank you all so much for your support. I would just remind you, if you haven't clicked the like button, go ahead and click subscribe as well if you want to stay up to date with the channel. And with all that said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.